Okie doke. Let the games begin. I haven't done this live the whole of this week. Or did I do one? I think I did one on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I wasn't available. So today I'm available, and then there's not gonna be any back test tomorrow or Sunday. But then on Monday we get back to it, and I should be consistent for the whole of next week. So we'll see how that goes. We got to take care of other things too, right? In the meantime, we're working on how to spend more time on this chat in a way that is beneficial and not destructive. In the meantime, I think the little time I'm spending here is what do I say? Is constructive, right? I want to group this. There we go. And then, because I don't know, I think I'm just gonna delete all this now. So let's just do, what is this session? Liquidity tracker. You need to be way up there. Those are just indicators I used to use. I don't use them no more. So let's just go see where we are. I think today we had NFP in the morning. Let me check on that news real quick. Let's just do the monthly. I don't want to mark so much. I'm just trying to see where we're going. Previous month high. I'm not gonna mark all those, but I can see we do have that previous. This is a volume imbalance in the monthly, and we are currently working it, and we can go divide it 4 times just to see those bounce areas. But I'm still just keeping strict to the strategy that I have so far, so that shouldn't be of any use to me right now. So I'm just gonna let it go, but I do need to see the previous day high, and I'm seeing that my bad, we are currently on this fair value gap here. We just went through it, so probably maybe the next day it's gonna be using support, probably to come and take out these highs if they don't do it today. But that's on a bigger scale, so I'm not really worried about that. I will mark that though. I will mark it. Purple, let's do dark, man, gray, let's give it, and then turn that to blue, and it's on a daily time frame. So I need to see that previous day high marked. Those kind of help me to previous day high. And I'm seeing that we do have this old daily high here, so probably go check what the other guys are doing. That'll be US100 and US30 and US500, yeah, as I said. So that's an old daily high. I just do that ODL, that's some level way up there. I'm just curious, how does it look like on the weekly? It's also an old weekly low, old weekly high. all weekly, all daily high, all weekly high. That looks good. The volume imbalance right there, there's no body that closed in there, so we know that's a volume imbalance that's been completely closed. So what I'm gonna do is maybe have that weekly level there, and we kind of finding some, so I think that's important. I don't want to do so much of this of analyzing here, but I think that's important, so I'll just have it there. So I think that's it on the daily, because we just went through it, so I'm just gonna assume that. I kind of like how we stopping right about there, and that happens to be also a daily order block. But then again, now I'm not gonna start over analyzing here. I'm trying not to do that. But daily bearish order block or supply, whatever you want to call it, we just short down, so it was trading this supply demand, so I'd wait for a candle to trade away from that. Once it closes, I'm in, and my stop loss at that previous candle 1:1, close a half, or if you had two trades, close one, leave a runner. But we look bullish anyway. So let's go down to the 4 hours. So we do have, wait, did I not mark this one? I need to be top and on the right. So that's the previous high, and it's, wait a minute, previous day high. Okay, so can we see this daily candle kind of retrace back a little bit in its own range, having reached this whatever over here? I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Looking at the 4 hour, the 4 hour, we have this small candle here, that down candle before it went up. So we have a low high and a lower low, whatever it formed. So we just got back up there. I'm thinking we might see some action to the downside. Now we do have this 4 hour fair value gap here. I like that. And we right here, maybe I should mark that one. See that right there? And then I'm gonna have this on the side because we already touched in here, so that looks more attractive to me. And then I'll just have this on the side, knowing that we did close that. It's kind of destructive, so I'll just have it like a floating box over here. I know that's a weekly volume imbalance that we completely closed. We dived into a 4 hour fair value gap, so maybe high probability we should see some retracement to the downside, and if that happens, we can take advantage of that. If this previous one now is the trade above it, but we'll see. So that's the current 1 hour we're gonna be dealing with. I'll pull these levels to 1 p.m. just for uniformity purposes. This is just that level there. I'm gonna change that color to whatever. Better yet, I'll just do it as a box. Yeah, it just stay like that, and then make sure I know what it is. It's a volume imbalance on the weekly time frame. This right here, that level right there, and we are done. So now we just sit back and wait for the hour to close, and then go down to the 1 minute and look for entry. That's it. If we get an entry, well and good. If we get one and it doesn't work, well and good. If we get one and it works, voila. So looking at the 1 hour, seeing that we do have that's the fast fair value gap to the downside, so that would be a nice target for the short that we do take today. If a short comes up, presents itself, that's the word I'm looking for. Make sure I write the 1 hour, and we are done with this side. So I'm gonna go to this side now. I forgot to remove this sync here because I don't want these high time levels on this side. So I'm looking for a reversal from here. or if the next candle doesn't trade above this 1 hour high, if we do come and we trade before this 1 hour low, before 1 p.m. closes, and then I see a bullish setup, I will take it and just ride the rest of that momentum, which we could be late, man. Like the whole day just been going up. Let me see, 5:30. There was news at 5:30. We go down to the 30-minute candle real quick. We had NFP at 5:30, right? Non-farm payroll at 5:30 a.m. my time, PDT, which was right here, this down candle. So we shot down, took all this liquidity, those lows and that low, and we traded to this high here. Look at that, touched that high. So whatever this was, let's say it was, what was it, like some resistance, traded above it, used the support with that news momentum, and then just bounced and shot up. Interesting. So looking at the 1 hour, okay, so this is the latest support for the whole of this move to the upside. So I'm not looking for much, man. I'm not looking for much. If we can just retrace to this point here, I'll be done. Maybe take out 80% and then leave a runner to see if we can come all the way down here. I don't know, but that's the plan for now. If they keep going up, then there's really nothing I can do, and I'm gonna just keep it as simple. That's it. So this stays on the 1 hour. The next candle, this whatever closes in 26 minutes. So I'm gonna be chilling on my waiting, because I am done diving on price, bouncing, like chasing price. I'm not doing that again. Nope. This is nice. Look at this. Up. This is the 1 hour. We just went up, shot down, and then this candle closes above this high. So we do have a low high and a lower low, and then we close above high. And for me, I like when the candle closes with the body like this one. That's just beautiful. And we come down, touched, I would call this a bounce zone, and we shoot up. So if I was trading this, my entry will be something like this, and this is pretty much what we were waiting for to see. My stop loss will be maybe at that low, just because it's a 1 hour time frame, and I'll be looking at 1:5 right now, which is good. If I was a little bit aggressive, I can just put my stop loss below that breaker, and if I was even more aggressive, I'll just deal with the fast bullish candle, and we'll be looking at 3R right now. So very high probability to get stopped though. So that's pretty much what I'm waiting to see on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute time frame. You know what I mean? So this is my target today, but pretty much so this 1 hour candle here, which I think that could be the low for this 1 hour candle. I don't think they're going to reverse, but we'll see. So we do have some equal highs here. Maybe we're gonna trade above them. I like the lows that we left here, those equal lows here, relative equal lows right there. Me like that. But now I have a bias, so I'm gonna have to start creating reasons why price should come there, and that's a mess. But if I see a willingness of price to go down, then I'm thinking that's where we're coming, and down to this 1 hour pool over here. So let me see if we have anything else. This is gonna be a problem here. The 5 minute, the 15 minute, if I look up by the 30 minute, I will care less though. So look at this 5 minute fair value gap here. We touched it and shot up, so if we can come down close, use it as support, as a resistance to keep going down, but that's a little bit far-fetched. So if the momentum still keeps just building upwards, then can do nothing much here. So I want to the problem is if you delete this now, they get deleted on this side because they are all synced. This sucks. I'm curious, what if we change, because everything transposes, and then I do this, because there's a bug here with trading view. Maybe they fixed it. I don't want to say this. Oh, come on, guy, you know what to do. So I'll come here, visibility. I don't want to see this on the seconds and the minutes. Boom, beautiful. This is a 1 hour level. Maybe I can keep that because that's a target right there, but you can always adjust your level on this side. I'll keep that. The volume, this one, that's a weekly thing. I don't need to see it down here. That daily order block, I also don't need to see it, do I? Maybe, but that's fine. I can have those levels there. That's all good. So this is a place I'm thinking that price can come back to. We only touch it once, so you might want to come touch it again. So we don't know. I'll just do like a 1 hour, and I'm gonna include, it looks bad. So now we just chill, man. We just chill for that setup to show up, and we'll see how that goes. This is, I think this is gonna be the low. That's gonna be the 1 hour low right there. That's just a no-brainer. And what price is that? 11 a.m. So we just have to find it on this side. It's gonna be somewhere here. 11:20, 11 a.m. This candle here. Not that one. The next one. That one. That's 11 a.m. That's the low of this. That's our target right there. So I don't want this to sink because I usually push this on a little bit. So there we go. 1 hour low. So we got like what, 21 minutes or less, and we just chill. The other thing I like to see is on the 5 minute. So we've traded above the previous two 1 hour candles. What's the probability that this 1 hour is gonna open and we trade above that high? It looks good. So I want this to close bullish, like bullish, and then the other one trade above and then maybe retrace down. At least take out that low, and then if they want to go back up, that's okay. We'll see if that will happen. But I like how they left this 1 hour open here. And then after that, on the 1 hour, at least everything is balanced. So this could be a strong pillar to hold price up, or if price gets here, this is a smooth run to the downside, back to this breaker here. That's paired with a fair value gap. Beautiful. 1 hour. So what's the probability they're gonna come back down here? I don't know. Today, we don't know. I need this to be here because I want to see what's really happening there. So that's the 5 minute. Look at that 5 minute fair value gap. The ones that are really close to my entry, the 5 minute fair value gaps, I don't really worry for them. But the ones that are kind of down, but we can see that's a low and that's a high. So yeah, that could be something right there. Let's mark it just to see what the reaction is gonna be from there. 5 minute. Look at this one right here. Those are the ones I really worry about. So if my target for my TPO is like down here and I see that 5 minute fair value gap, once we get there, I want to pay myself at least 80% or at least break even. Or if I'm too bearish, then at least I will reduce the risk by half. But come on. But from back testing, I've seen a few examples that price got there and shot back up. Oh boy. And then we've seen other examples where price came down, came back to your entry spot, and then shut down. And others will get there and just go through like there's nothing there. Others will get there, use it as resistance, and go down. So whatever pill you choose to take, just know when you hold, the price of holding is retracement. So I'm watching to see if we're gonna use that as support to shoot up, or we're just gonna assume that thing is not there, and then this will become a bounce zone. But my hands are tied, I can't really do nothing until the hour closes. So that right there could be a 5-minute breaker. Low, high, low, low. So I do include, because it's pretty much in the same range as this one. I can include that one too. So if price does close down here, that's a potential entry to go down. So this is something that I'll be waiting for to enter. It will work, sometimes it wouldn't work, but now I just prefer to wait for that 1 hour candle closure. So that's being used as support right now. Should price even further. So I'm just gonna delete this because they might be on my way. I just want to watch what price is doing there. I just don't want them to be a hindrance when my setup shows up, because there'll always be something that'll let you know, hey, this setup is not gonna work. It's not going to work. Nah. It looks so good. We've taken out that high. This was an attempt to go down. It failed, so that's the second attempt. We've taken out 2 daily highs, 2 1 hour highs. So I want to go in a good position on this one. Gotta get ready. Alright, we're still waiting, man. We're still waiting. We just have to wait. I know 50, if I put the EMAs, 50 is definitely above 200. So trading against trend there, but that shouldn't keep you from taking trades though, because you can always come back here. So this is not my A setup. It's not my A setup, but I'm still interested in that reversal. Completely close that, whatever. Our weekly imbalance over there. Daily, we have that up candle before we shut down, so that's the open price. So that's becomes we mark that daily order block from there. Could be supply as well. So trading that as supply, that would be very safe, I think. I do like this pull here too. I'm gonna mark it now. This is the problem of being here too long. That could also be a target. That daily low pull right there. That daily fair value, that looks good. But we just too bullish, man. And I'm thinking, are those equal lows here? What's that low? 19656.5. Ooh. Those are 2 equal lows, bro. That is some serious sell-side liquidity. Stop loss. SSL. So that's an SSL paired with a fair value gap. I noticed this, and whenever there will be like two equal lows right there paired with a fair value gap, price I would see had a tendency to just drive through, and then that becomes a strong resistance area to keep going down. So I will be looking at that just to see if that's the thing. I will be looking at that, and I'm gonna just group that just to see, because this could be a long-term play. Daily SSL plus fair value gap. Well, seems like maybe that could be the high of the day. I just don't like when it formed though. So looking at the 5-minute this right here, I had marked that to see if that will be, you know, a bounce zone. So let me just keep it marked on the 5-minute time frame. There's a break on the 5-minute time frame. So that fair value gap is now inverted as long as this closes bearish. So looking at this play, we do have can bounce back there and then just keep going down. So all this is happening at the wrong time. Oof, that drop is hot. This is what you want to see when you're already in a trade, when it's and it's trading in your favor. So I don't know what's going on here, man. This play is happening at the wrong time. So this hour closes in the next 11 minutes. And we are currently back testing. Oh, so that's not even the 1 hour low no more. I didn't think that 1 hour would be taken out. So I'm thinking maybe they're not done going up, because I don't think that's the half of the day. I don't know. So probably what we're looking at now is that low, and then trade into this 1 hour pool, and then we go up and just finish strong. I don't know, with a totally bullish candle. So that's the next play. This is no longer the 1 hour low right here. I didn't think that they would reverse that so quick. Man, this trading thing is fine, I'm not gonna lie. So it takes, that's 11 a.m. right there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 candles going up, all taken out with 3 candles. Nuts. And even more. So that this still definitely trade to down here. So but so far the 1050 move all the way to 1140, that's 50 minutes, has now been erased with 3 candles in 15 minutes. Just so anybody holding for all that while and is still waiting, and you were here for 50 minutes, 15 minutes or even less, has just reduced you to nothing. Not to nothing, but to zero. I mean, that particular trade, because we have to look at trades as a group, not just one. So we're gonna keep on waiting. I don't know what play now. What I'm waiting for now is, if now that's the low of the 1 hour, then something like this, and then we come and attack that high. And if that's the play, then I'm thinking, where are we likely to go then? So I'm thinking this is the last down candle, so probably maybe something like this from that low to that high. Are we gonna get up here? At least to that one symmetrical swing, just above that 4-hour favorably the premium price. And if it keeps going up, then we do have this one. I don't know, maybe. So that's the next play I'm thinking about. This daily order block, I'm gonna just get it out of here because it's just giving me vibes I don't want to see. Just keep it simple, but we know that that's where we are. That helps me not to clog not to be overwhelmed with those levels. Oh, I have to see a setup from there. I have to see a setup. Nah. This setup is so good, man. We do have a breaker, an inverted whatever right there, fair value gap, and we short down. We're probably gonna be having this fair value gap here, so there's a high probability we could see something like this and then come straight to those lows. But my current strategy is I am tied and nothing I can do about that. I like this, what they just did here. So we've taken out this low, but we've not taken out this one and this one. So 6 more minutes to game time. That right there is not a satisfactory raid to me. For a reversal, me don't think so. I really want to know what's going on with these other guys, but it's all good. So we got where are we? 12 more minutes, 12 seconds. We have 6 more minutes. So I'm just gonna stay on this 1 minute for now. Once I see my setup, I wanna go to the 5 minute, make sure I do have a 5 minute order block, and then it's game time. These levels are just for me to see what price will do. Otherwise, I'm still chilling here. Okay, let's wait. 4 views already. That's dope. Leave a like. At least leave a like before you leave the chart. Let me put a comment here. Consider leaving a like. But then again, you look desperate. I am. I'm not. I am. I'm not. I am. I'm not. We are free for now. We're gonna be expensive really soon. Ooh. For now we're free. For now we're free. For now we're free. If you see this before I become unreachable, send me an email on tradermaria@gmail.com and I'll send you a detailed plan of this strategy. It is simple, requires some waiting though, but it is simple. All these markings, they're not even that important, but you just need to know, wait for 1 hour closure, and then wait for a specific pattern to form, and there's your entry. I've back tested. What have I back tested? The whole of March. It came out with a 47% win rate. Only trading 1 candle a day. Just one. 47%. So I think we close with what, 4% or 3%? 3R for the month. It's not so much, but we had potential for way more than that. One of the trades did 14 plus RR and the other one was like 22 RR. Like how far the trade went before it came back to hit where I had my stop loss. So once we figure out those trades that just move without coming back, we just need like 1 or 2 trades a month. And game on. Game on. 20 hour a month, no, it's not that bad. Even 10 hour a month is good. I remember listening to ICT when I started watching him, and he said that, you know, for a starter, just aim for 6%, whatever 6% a month is good. And I was like, no way, I want way more than that. But now, 6% a month is good. So what are we likely to see here? 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I want to delete these levels here, because they're not gonna be of help to me in any way, because I need to see price trade above that one or high or this one or low. All I'm thinking is, if we do come down here and we get an entry, if we get up here, I need to pay myself, because that would be a nice spot to come down. But I'm thinking it's not gonna hold. I'm thinking it's not going to hold. This could just be a trap for early sellers. I think it's just gonna go through. And then we are currently ranging to the sideways here. You can see that. So that's like a range being formed, and I think it will make sense to trade above it. This range, and then now maybe get a good shot. So that will not be a setup that I would really bet on going short. It might work. Everything checks out. Low, high, lower, low, breaker, fair value gap right there, inverted fair value gap, another fair value gap here. Beautiful. But after a long day, why would they not want to come and take out those early sellers? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. For now, I'm betting on. So for sure, this is the high. That's the 1 hour high. So if we start going up, that's my target right there. So it's not, what time is it? 11. That's the high right there. So that's my target for now. 1 hour high. It's 12 p.m. The new candle is open, and this is now the 1 hour low. High probabilities will come down, take out that low, and then get back into that range. And I am going to be in this trade like a trader. Okay, that's the 1 hour low so far. 1 hour low. Why am I thinking this setup is gonna be sweet? Sweet. I feel like I can put some more risk, but I've been listening to Mark Douglas. He's like, you get so sure about your risk, and now you want to get a bigger, we're not going to a bigger position size. But what's making you think that that trade is any different from any other trade? So currently this up candle is my bounce zone. I need to see another one. This area right here, I don't think it's gonna hold, but once we get there, I might break even or just leave it alone, because I'm betting that we should take out that high and finish this NFP strong. The thing is though, we do have that down candle, up came down, we do have a fair value gap here, as you can see. I don't want to mark it right there, and we just traded in, and now we're going away. So they could have done what they need to do to keep shooting down, right, and just leave this area completely. Well, if that happens, then no trade for me. but then we have those equal lows. That 1 hour pull right there. If they are a little bit aggressive, we do have that 5-minute fair value gap down there, so come in. I'm thinking that high, we'll be taking it. We'll find out soon. Invalid TP. What do you mean? Invalid TP? Bruh. Bruh. So this looks good because now with the 50 and 100, the 50 is above 200, so this could be an A setup. And then I'm liking this, that trend line right there is giving me the vibes. That's my baby girl crying. Probably wants the remote. Or whatever she wants. Because the house is now hers. The apartment or whatever. Now belongs to her. And everything in it is now hers. She owns everything. Okay, so let's see what. Yeah, this is kind of why I don't like these levels being together, because I want to pull this to the right a little bit. That's that 1 hour pull. I don't like seeing it on this side because once we touch it, then I have this demand that we have to, but it's okay, it can just stay there. So once I see we touch that 1 hour pull and then we come back into this range and my setup just forms, all I'm looking for is just something like this, and then we shoot up, man. That's all. So currently this up candle is my bounce zone, so something like this, and then we close above it, touch this area, and then that's my target. So I'm thinking once we get here, there's a strong bearish setup that just formed, but in my head I'm thinking it's not gonna hold, so I might just reduce my risk by half once we get there to still give this trade some room to break. But it's in the 1 minute. What room are you giving it? But I'll be watching that. If we come too close, I'll just break even. But I'm thinking just poof, bounce up even further. So okay, this is my current bounce zone. Look at that drop. If we don't come back up, then game over. And that setup was bearish. Then that setup was it. Again, we have an up candle, down, low, high, low, low. We just touched that breaker right there, and we shot up. So maybe that could be a retest. So a lot of things are checking out here. Let's see how that works, man. Let's see how that works. Stop loss will be at the lowest low. I'm gonna keep it safe on this one. So what are we looking at if this thing works? Let's say that's the low of this session. We're looking at 1:2. Beautiful. Not bad. If I want to be a little bit aggressive, put my stop loss below that breaker. I don't think I can do that. Maybe this low. They're looking at 3R. If I am aggressive, I'm like, you know what? Let's see. We're looking at 5R. All right. My charts are dirty. Let me get rid of that 1 hour. Well, the EMAs. I would like that 50 EMA to stay above the 200. I just use that to show me some momentum, and I like this trend line here. I really do like it, and I'll get it out of there because I just need to see that 5 minute of the block confirm too. So close up here. Will they really come down once we get up here? Now that's filth missing out. I think it's important for me to wait for that, because we do have a bearish play here. If we can close above this up candle, this down candle, then that can be a good confirmation for me that maybe we're gonna be, there's a high probability to reverse. The problem is it might not come back here, but if it doesn't, I do have another bounce zone here, and I do have another one here, and I can use those two to go long. If this is the area they're coming back to go short, if I do enter here, then that will be a straight loss. So maybe I can reduce my risk 2 times. So have a 0.5% with a tighter stop loss, and then the other 0.5% with a deep stop loss, or I can just risk 1.5. So 1% with that huge stop loss, and a 0.5% with a tight stop loss. Or what should we do? So see how we've already closed above that zone, so that should be an entry right now, but I need to see a 5-minute fair value gap confirm. So that's a disadvantage, because if this price just goes now without that 5-minute order block confirmation, then I just lost the trade. But I just need to be not to be sure, but I need that added confirmation. So I'll just wait a little longer. If I lose it, it's all good. So this 5-minute candle closes in the next one minute. If they do close up just above that 5 minutes, it's game time. So in the next 59 seconds, so now I can watch price on the 1 minute. So I just need a closure above that zone, and boy, we are in. So this is that ICT whatever. This is that Venom, right? Venom. Looks like it. Hello, the fair value gap, and then we shot up. It looks like it. It looks like it to me. Venom. Okay, so I'm just gonna watch to see the reaction from that Venom, and then once we close up there, I'm gonna have my stop loss just below that. So now this is me dumping my. So in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we still have no 5-minute confirmed fair value gap order block. We do have a 3-minute one confirmed. So if this thing is still in play, I just want to see what that Venom looks like. I still haven't inherited that strategy, still looking into it, but then I can still add to it and see, hey, is it gonna work? Because we're not even supposed to close, price is not supposed to come more than half of this fair value gap, or at least the body. So if we just close above that, I'm just gonna use that 5-minute fair value price as my entry, and it can be just as simple as that. My stop loss below this low right there, and then see if we can make at least 1:2. I'm watching to see. So we've now entered into Venom. Ooh. Venom. Nope. Sorry, not today. Well, I think he said if price comes all the way down, then there's no Venom there. So now I'm very careful with any new ICT concept, man, because before I would just jump. So now it's just been, skillful with anything new that we learn. Just add it to your working strategy. You don't have to completely change. So clearly we're not supposed to trade that low. So I mean, you could just wick through, and then, so this is why, man, I think it's important for me to see that 5-minute order block confirmation. Yeah, I think because now I would have entered this trade right with the 1 minute. That was my bounce zone. Where that closure, and then this right here will be in. My stop loss will be down here, so that's a good whatever, but come on. So body still closing inside of that inverted fair value gap, and that also other fair value gap over there. So where's the 5 minute candle now? Still this one. I'm gonna keep this really simple. Well, that could be my entry price now. That will be my stop loss. Again, there's a bearish play here, so we can also. So it seems like we going down further. So is that the high of the day? Maybe. Maybe. It's now 12:12, still early. Let's just keep chilling and see what goes on here. We've taken out this whatever liquidity. Still working on this breaker. Oh, this bounces on here. Up, series of up candles. We came down, shot up. We do have that. So there's also another venom here. Venom. So that inverted 5 minute candle. I think I've been using this because I've been saying an inverted 5 minute paired with a 5 minute whatever. That looks so good. What am I looking for? This right here, inverted 5 minute inverted paired with a 5 minute. Right there. So that could be another inverted. That could be a venom. So if you guys want to come down here, come down. Come baby, come. That could be my next bounce zone over there. So no longer interested with that 5 minute. It's deleted. This is no venom there, bruh. Get out of here. So where's my current bounces on? Still this one. But now we do have those equal lows. If we close above there with those equal lows, and maybe I might take 80% off here and break even, because that'll be a high. That's magnet, price magnet right there. Again, it could also be a swing low anyway. So that 1 hour fair value gap, the 5 minute candles, as you can see, they are just closing above, not even touching it, man. So this is still my 1 minute bounce zone. That right there. So that stop loss would have been good. And this is now the current 5 minute that we can see how the block confirm. And I'm gonna take that trade. I'm gonna take that trade now if it shows up. So this candle closes in the next 3 minutes. Bruh. Do not go without me though. Look at how we just came back into this range, this side. So the next 3 minutes. So in case we keep trading even further, then I do have this one here and this one here that we can use to bounce up and probably maybe look for an OTE trade to get a good value. In the meantime, let's just chill for a second here. What time is it? It's 12:17, still early in the hour. I like what I'm seeing here. If we close above that, I'll give it a shot. That to me is a worthy trade to lose. If taking out these lows, bounce into this, to me that's a breaker right there, or some resistance with some support right there. Low, high, low, low, broke up, retest. I just need to see that 5-minute close bullish, and then if that happens, I'm going back to the 1 minute, and that will be my bounce zone right there. So if that works, I'm looking at something like this. My stop loss can be just below this low. I'm thinking if we trade down, if we take that low, then we are likely to take that low too, so I might as well just have my stop loss right there, and then my TP up here. So that's even more than 1:2R. I'm also going to be watching this area because I'm thinking we might get some resistance over here, so that will be 1R, so I'll reduce my risk by half once we get to this area. But I'm thinking we should just blow through and go create another high. So 5 minutes, so we have to keep on being patient. In the next 1 minute 30 seconds we'll find out if this is gonna close bullishly. Now I'm gonna put these lines here, but this is just for me to see what price will do when we get there. Not that I'm so I'm gonna have it in those lines right there. Maybe give you some color for fun. No, it's okay. So in the next 1 minute, I need to see this candle, 5-minute candle body close above this body here. If that happens, we in, and the stop loss should actually go below this 5 minute, or even this one. That's okay. So do we have a setup here or do we not have a setup here? In the next 42 seconds, I need to see that body close above that 5-minute line over there. I like how we've closed, we've traded into that fair value gap. I do not want you to trade without me though, so I am ready. So ready. Let's see how that goes, baby. Let's see how that goes, baby. Stop loss, I'll have it below this low. I think if we come down to this far, then we are likely to take out that low too. Oh, do not go without me now. Do not dare trade without me. I need you to come down and touch me real good. Don't not trade without me. So that's really good. I need them to retrace and come and touch this zone here. Once we touch it, game time, baby, game time. But there's a high probability they won't. Oh, smoke. Maybe I required so much, man. Do not trade without me now. Come back, baby, come back. Well, if it goes without me, then it's all good, man. It's just good. It's all good. We just journal that and see how many trades happen. Okay, I think they're coming back. I think they're coming. I don't want to enter like a fear of missing out. I just need them to touch that zone one more time. Last up, we shot down, went up, came down. Would it be so bad for me to require another touch? No, but come on. Okay, at least then this fair value gap here. No, they're not coming. Boy, that was a good setup, man. Do not leave without me. Come on. Oh, shit. Smoke it. That baby is gone, man. That baby is gone. That baby is gone. Completely closed right there on the 5 minute. Oh, come on. I've missed a trade here. I have missed a very nice trade. And nothing I could have done about it anyway. I just needed it to come back and touch that. So I could have entered on this one, but then that would have been too far for my entry. My stop loss be down here. And my TP being way up here, 1:5. But if they came back, then I would have looking at 2:3. So Okay, so it seems like this one will just flow without me, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Maybe I require too much, but I just needed to see that 5 minute confirm. So in this case, they didn't even come to touch the open price right there, which would have been also a nice area to enter. Well, if they still come down and leave those highs like that would be nice, because looking at that right there, which is okay. There's some liquidity, whatever, some equal highs. So we're still in play here. I don't know. Let's just keep it patient. We still might have something here. There's that fair value gap here, and I think once we touch that 5 minute order block, I'm just gonna enter that line. I don't need us to touch here, but this is still the bounce zone on the 1 minute right there, paired with an inverted fair value gap here, as you can see, and we probably came into it close, touch that to shoot up, and maybe that's all they need. So we might have missed a really nice trade, because I was requiring too much. Oh, that sucks, man. But have we not seen such a trade before, where we entered in so early and then it's still retraced to a really nice entry point and then shot up, right? So I'm still gonna require it to touch here for me before I enter. Leave those like that, leave those like that. Come down, baby, come down. $12.25. This thing just wants to go up. Created a nice runway for itself here. That should be a pillar of the runway. That should have been a fair value gap, completely balanced. Oh, come on. It's all good. So if this works, then I'll just put it on the journal that this is one of those trades where that requiring that 5 minute order block confirmation kept us from a good trade. But I must still wait. So clearly we're still going sideways here. We're still going sideways. So far we've taken out that high, we've taken out this low. So if we're doing like a seek and destroy, then we're about to take out that high, then come take out this low, then shit. I'm not even seeing an OTE trade right now. Maybe wait for the 5 minute. I don't see why I should let this thing go. So That's the high, that's the low. We can do an OTE entry for this one. The half point is pretty much my touch zone, my point of interest there. Look at that fair. What I'm thinking is the bodies, we can wick to down here, then leave the bodies above this fair value gap and bounce up. Be ready, my guy. Be ready, be ready, be ready. We might still get something nice here. 1227. I want to be in this trade by 1250. So that 1250 momentum hopefully can work for us. Why are they staying here, man? Why? What you doing here? Forming that triangle. Maybe this is one of those that breaks to the downside. Look at that. So I'd like to see you guys just break down and then let's go up. What a struggle. What a day. So if I just entered here without waiting for that 5-minute shenanigan, I'll be looking at nothing. 0.5. No. I might not have time to wait for this, so what I'm gonna do is put a pending order here. What's that? Create a new order. I don't think we're coming there. The stop loss is 289. I want to risk 1 full %. $40 units. Okay. Limit. Buy. TP will be up here. We're looking at 2.5. So 1 is to 2.13. So that's done. I just put my limit just above before this bounce zone where I want us to come down to, which I don't know if that's gonna work. And then on this side, I'm just gonna be ready to go into the market order. Okay, there we go. We might have something here. Instant trading 0.15. We might have something here. So that's currently 200 EMA. So 50 is still staying above. 50 is still staying above the 200, and but I don't like when 200 starts. But then we have a small slant, so it's okay. Oh la 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 la. That is my idea so far. So okay. Come baby come. This also will be a nice place to enter, but I'm thinking it's gonna wick down here. Honestly, once we touch that 5 minute whatever, I think I'm just gonna go in. Come on. These guys are like, we don't care. We wanna go up so bad. This is still a worth it trade to me, I'm not gonna lie. I think we just that, I don't think that's the high of the day, but it easily could be, but I think it's a worth it trade to try. Alright, should I just enter from that fair value gap? Honestly, huh? I think I should, but I'm not gonna get a nice RR, man. That fair value gap could be just what's needed. See how we just touched it? You know what? I mean, man, I mean, that's fear of missing out. I could have just waited. Alright, just touched my spot, but that's okay. I could have just waited. My stop loss is still down here, so instead of risking 1%, I'm now risking 1.08, but that's okay. So let's see how this plays now. Okay, I'm in this trade, and my target is the previous 1 hour high. Oh, that was fear of missing out. Ooh, Jesus, fear of missing out. It's all good. So let me see what I have. So instead of, because that's pretty much where I would have entered. Let me see what I've traded, what I have missed. So 2.34, but now I'm looking at, if this works, I'm looking at 1.8. So no longer 1 hour, but I'm thinking we're gonna trade above it. So let's regain that 2 point. I didn't give it. I'm giving out a lot, but money is money, bro. Money is money. So for journaling purposes, where did I enter? Because I have to write down, but that one I entered on fear of missing out. But it still touched my zone. I just sacrificed a little bit. Where was it? Was it on this one? No, it was this one. Above these highs here on this candle, so pretty much right there. That's my entry, and let's see if this works. If it doesn't, it's all good. It was still a worthy trade to me. $12.34. I would like for $12.50 to hit when we are somewhere up here, because maybe that $12.50 can be used to bounce above this zone where in my head I'm thinking that's a strong resistance area. Crap, we are now going down. Damn. No. We are going down. Okay, I'm gonna hide this for use that later. So that was my bounce zone where I'm thinking price shouldn't really go down past it. But then we have this unfinished fair value gap here. So it just completely closed. And I am gonna do some, no, I'm not gonna add to it. I'm thinking if we take out these highs, I should re-enter. Anyway, let's see what we have here. So I'm gonna put that TP on that previous 1 hour high. Let's see what I'm making here. $100, that's okay. That's more than enough. If we walk $100, damn. I think I am gonna be losing this trade, which is still fine. It was a worthy trade to me. My stop loss is being haunted like crazy. Guidelines. My stop loss is right below this low. I just don't like how they're coming to it. So let's hope that that 1 hour fair value gap acts as support again. $12.36, bruh. So this was green, the 1 hour candles now flip back to red. I don't like that. So maybe that was the high of the day. Just look at something here real quick, because I was thinking maybe, you know, this could still push up a little bit. We just touched that area, which was good to take a shot, but I don't like those high of day trades. But now let's see, stop loss is right there to do its job. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna add a little bit more just in case this thing works. So I'll just go in with a $20 trade just on this side, just in case. Show lines. I added a little bit something small. My stop loss still down here, so what I'm gonna do is just do the same on this side. Just go half my entry. My stop loss down here. So what did I? How much? We're gonna be losing 1.4, which is still okay. So just to get a better value, just in case this thing works. If not, then I just add it to my stop loss. I added a little bit small. So $18 plus 53, 5, 6, 70 bucks. What are we looking at? We're looking at I can't see 104 plus 90. So we're looking at close to 200. Yes, sir. If it works. So let's see. I like what's going on right now. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Flip that thing back to 1 hour. So it's now 12:39. Looking good so far. We're just gonna wait and see what's gonna transpire here. My TP is just up there, so I'm gonna put my TP just at this candle here, so in case there's any spread, or I'll just be here ready to take it out anyway. I will be watching. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. Let's just see how this thing goes. I think. Let me look at the 5-minute real quick. Look at these equal highs here. That's good. I just hope that we'll see how that goes. We touched, short up, and then break down. So this is a strong resistance area here. So we are very much likely gonna get here, but will we get up here? That's where my TP is at. I don't know. I will see. Okay, looking good. I want 1250 to hit when we're up here, so hopefully we just shoot up. Looking good so far on this setup. P of entry trade right there. Oh, wait a minute. I need to see the first entry, which was there, and I did another one. Crap, where was it? Okay, I can track it. I'm just not sure if I will track. We were going up, so the other entry is right above, right here on this candle. So for journaling purposes, I'll have those setups in there. So this one is already looking at 1:4.6. If it goes all the way up, we're looking at 4.98. Wow. This one I entered because I'm thinking that was a really nice value, so I just did a small entry, half of the original risk. I was like, in case it works, then I'm okay to lose 1.5%, and if I add that 0.5%, if this thing works, then I'll get a really good value. So I think that was a good trade, a good whatever. So 5R and 1.94, and I will take this out the way so we can watch how that trade works. I need us to be a little bit above here before 1250 comes in. I like this equalize here. My question is, what will happen? I think that's another trade right there. When we grow up and we start adding onto trades, that will be another trade for me. That right there. Look at that 5-minute candle one more time. Now see that whatever's being used as, I don't like that. Well, let's see. That was a 5-minute volume imbalance over there. Support for a little while, and then it's now acting as resistance or whatever. And we do have another one here. Volume imbalance. Is that volume imbalance? Or a fair value gap. So 7 more minutes to 1250. I need you guys to be somewhere up there. Anyway, stop losses are there to do their job, so we'll see how that works, man. No worries. We are trading deep again. What's going on here? Once, if we do close, I mean, if we do close above here, then there's a high probability. Oh, no, that's the 5 minute. I hope this is seek and destroy, man. We took out the high, we took out this low, so let's go take out the high, so we can come and take out this low. I'll steal my, you know what, I'm just gonna put this to the side right here, so we're not so. That's the 1 hour low that stays. That's the 5 minute order block that stays. This is that fair value gap. I was thinking that we can just stay whatever. This is the 5 minute. There's really nothing I can do with that information, so I'll just put it back here. That's just some things I look at. So 5 minute order block confirmed right there. Bearish. Not good. Not good at all. Oh crap. Smoke it. Yeah, so we do have this low resistance run over there. Not looking good for me. Crap. You gave me some hope. Now you just don't come and take my loss. Alright, so the probability of this trade blocking is now reduced, and I think I might take that full loss now. And I cannot even go back in because I did enter on that. I added the 0.5%, which is what I would have used to look for another trade, so I'm out. I am out on that one, so that was a full loss. And it's all good. So damn, this account is now it is suffering. Back to 16k. So it just didn't work. We tried, man. Tried. Everything looked good. It just didn't work. So I'm thinking this was the setup now. For some reason I thought this would fail, honestly, but nope, that was the high of the day, it looks like. So I'm gonna chill for a little while just to see what 1250 will look like. Don't tell me it's not gonna take that low and then just reverse. No, don't do that. You have to take this low. No, no, you have to take this low because that's pretty much where my stop loss should be. But anyway, once we take this low, there's a high probability they'll take out that low too. So yeah, we hit a loss over there, and it's all good. I got excited how they left those equal highs over there, so I was thinking there's a high probability they will take them out, but your analysis means nothing to this trade, man. Means nothing. So 50, yeah, 50 just crossed 200, so that's not supposed to happen, is it? No. We are dropping like it's hot. So 1250 is gonna be hitting in the next so anybody taking a short, man, they're now eating while they're now enjoying this. But the 1 hour, we took out that 1 hour high, we took out this one, bounced into that 4 hour whatever, touched that daily order block, and it's typical for this thing to keep going down. Makes a lot of sense, man. $12.50, there you go. So what I was thinking was it'll come up and then 12.50 would just behave like what it's done, to just shoot up, take us out, hit our TP, but that didn't happen. We just traded down, and then so I wanted to see a straight up and then shoot up with that 12.50. It's okay, it didn't work for us today, so we took a loss, and so now they want to go up. If I didn't take that extra 0.5%, then I would have modeled another trade here using this one. I would have modeled another trade using, if this closes bullish, which, I mean, if it does close above it, so we'll be looking at, once we touch it again, stop loss all the way down here, and then see if we can trade towards the high. So let's just do it. Let's just on this side only. I'll just do like just a small one. I'll buy it. Something that even if we hit the stop loss, it's okay. I will lose 0.18%. So that'll be that 0.5 extra that I added here to the existing strategy. So I'm really careful with my capital, man. And look how we're bouncing nicely to shoot up. Yep, and we just gonna come and take all these highs and these two and just so I just got caught as a high, as a early seller, as a early buyer on that whatever. So now I'm thinking, when I start seeing these things form now, I might not take this trade, because now this is the third time I'm seeing this play where they do form that low, like those equal lows, and then your setup is forms, and it kind of what do I say, could that be a venom right there? It kind of waters down that setup if that happens, because pretty much what I want to see is trade is I want to see price close above that zone and then just touch it and go up. But if they come down and then they don't take that low, so I can have another bounce zone and just leave that low, like some relative equal lows, then I'm seeing that when that setup forms, it's not materializing nicely. So they're tending to come down and take those lows. So I'm gonna keep on taking some more data just to see if I should just let those such setups go, and even if they trade without me, I'll be just fine, because I want to just I'm not worried about waiting for setups, even if it's gonna take me a few days just before I get a nice setup. So that is something I'm gonna be checking on, and if that requires me to keep missing trades, I'll be just fine. Even if I'm making 2% a week, I'm good. So that needs to be journaled so we don't, because such in the last month or two, where I've seen such a dynamic, only one trade worked, where we did form those equal lows and then it touched my zone and still went up. Just one. The others, like 2 or 3, my setup formed, but because of some equal lows, they came and ran out. So now this will be my main position now if I did wait. I mean, every day is different, every dynamic is different, but if that keeps on occurring like I'm seeing now, I might have to sacrifice those trades because they can also work. So looks like, so that will have to hit the journal. What I'm gonna do is because I'm back testing now in the month of April, right? We'll get to it. We'll see how that works. I need to see some really nice setups, clean ones. So that's 0.69R. So what I'm thinking is we do have look at this here. I want to see what price will do when we get there, when it gets right there. Let me add a little bit more just by the touch of that so-called venom. BPR down, up. Well, most likely we're just gonna see price just close now. We've done enough for the day. This is me asking too much after a long bullish day. %, that's nothing. To make 0.5, 0.75. That's a nice reaction from that. Whatever. Okay, it's 12:56 and my time's up. So we'll watch that. I'm just curious. Let me see what these other guys did. I haven't checked them out. This is US30, US500. Let me see it from the 5-minute time frame or the 1 minute. So they do have the same setup right now. That will be the setup right there. We touched it, but it went kind of too damn. This is that crap, because that will be the setup right there, color gray. So it forms with the fair value gap and we touched it, but this kind of just came too close to that low and it doesn't materialize so much, so when they come down they take out that low, and then now this is the high probability one that's forming right now, paired with an inverted fair value gap and a BPR right there. So we're not gonna give up on this, we're just gonna keep on streamlining it until we get something nice. I think it might need us to wait a little bit, but it's okay. Even if I just get 1 week, I'm just Gucci, I'm good. And I can see how we're bouncing off that place nicely. So if I have to wait for a BPR to form and a 5 minute on the block to form, which it hasn't, but after 12:50 I don't really care about that rule, and I just like what I'm seeing right now. So when such a thing forms, then it's low probability, so maybe going half the risk. Anyway, this is just one scenario, but I've seen this a couple of times, so that's why I'm kind of same thing here. No, if I was trading this, my bounce zone will be here. And then look what we left down here, equal lows. So and this one we are in between this range, so that's not a good spot to be trading. So we've taken out that high, and most probably they're coming to take this lows. Here's 30. Anywho, yeah, we just trade. Anyway, you're gonna get losses no matter what, so it's all good, it's all good. I'm gonna end this stream here. We'll trade again on Monday. I'm gonna leave this running just to see if it's gonna materialize, but here we have some journaling to do. And I was Trader Marera, and I'll see you on the next one. I think the potential for this trade was on this side, this 0.5 R, it was 1.52, and this one was the potential was 0.2, so 1.7 combined. I like this, I like this. If I have to wait for such a thing every day, man. This is something I have to meditate on now. That has to be in my brain, bro. When setup forms and it leaves behind equal lows or equal highs, then be skeptical about that trade. It might work, but it's not the best. Not the best. Bounce, short up, but look, because we have those equal lows, we've seen a couple of these over and over. Anyway, I really have to leave my charts now, so I will see you on Monday. I'm gonna be available, God willing, and probably the whole of next week. I should be consistent. Same time, same place, same strategy. We're not changing, we just have to streamline it over and over. I'm done skipping strategies. All strategies work and all strategies have losses, so we'll just have to stick with this one until we find that sweet spot. Even if it means taking one trade a week, it's all good. We still don't know which one's gonna work, but put some more elements to make I don't know. So far I have a 5 minute order block confirmation and everything else, so maybe add that BPR. You know what, let me quickly look at something. Let me open other trades that I've journaled just to see. Okay, 4 minutes and I'm out of here. 4 minutes and I'm out of here. Where is it? Just to see if the trades that really worked, if they had that BPR something. So here's my current journal. This was a good trade. Let's check it out. Hey, can you focus on this one? Worked? No, didn't have a BPR, but what else do you see? we touched that bounce zone and just shot up. They didn't. After that up candle, it didn't come down, leave some equal lows to go now and trade above my whatever, my bounce zone. So that was a good one. This was also a winner. Again, we did equal lows, but this one did trade below that. No, yes, it did trade below that low, so that's okay. Touch, shot up. This was a loss. Let's see what it looked like. Nah, this one I didn't wait for my for either the high or the low to be taken out, so that's typical. So same day here. This was a win. Let's see how it looked like. Beautiful. We left that bounce zone, the down candle went up, we came and crossed it immediately, so used it. We didn't like get here and then went up and from a swing high that fails to take that swing high to come down and then to that bounce zone. So like what we've seen here, like what we saw here. Okay, so okay, we've seen what happened here. Look, these are relative equal highs. I think this was a good win. I was supposed to take at least something off when we touched that zone, but I think my order was because what was here, there's no way that because of spread that's not going to take you out, so I was waiting for it to come down and take me out or whatever, but it just came back up, so not bad. Okay, it's just one series of the same kind. There's no like two swing lows, so that was a good one, but they're not finished business. Which one else? This, what about this one? No trade here. We didn't take any highs or lows. Nope, no trade. Another no trade day. We didn't take the high or the previous one or low. Let's see this one. This was a win. Clean. Okay, so this is the one that I'm talking about, where I'm thinking, yeah, you might have to let these ones go, and it didn't even materialize because this is the last down candle. We shot up, came down, went up, formed another high and a higher low, and then came down. So that's the bounce zone. See, it doesn't materialize nicely because we do have those two equal lows, which is a low resistance run. I'm curious what happened next. Did we go down or up? Oh, it came up and then later came and took us out. So I'm thinking in future this is a trade I might stop taking, even though in this case it worked for us. We'll take more jumps and see. So this was a win. I want to see how was it like. Okay, here's so it's just a matter of probability anyway. So that was a high, we came low, took out this low, but we do have those equal lows. We shot up, closed above that zone, 5-minute order block confirmed, and we touched that spot, and then we shot up. So this would have been a missed trade because I want to add that extra rule that if we have equal lows, don't take the trade. Yeah, so that would have missed out on this one. But we did take out a low here. Oh crap. And where's the other winner? Let me see this loser. Yeah, okay, here's another good example. So down, up, we came down. This one fails to take that high, and then we come down below my entry point, and you want to enter that one with equal highs here. Low probability. But look at this one, down, up, we shot down, but then we have equal highs there. But I mean, there's a crap. Hey, this was a winner. This is good. Okay, let's go to this one. Man, I need to be out of this chat now. 1:06 p.m. I am going to work. One last one. Oh, this is but then we have this here. That was the last down. We shot up, we came down, took it. That's not equal. That's a high. Bruh, I'm thinking we're just good. You're gonna miss out trades if you add so many rules. it was just a losing day. But now this one is looking good, man. This is looking good. We're looking at 0.76, so there's high probability that's gonna work. We're looking good. Okay. I'm out. Thank you so much for joining in. We're still taking journals on this strategy, and soon I'll be doing 100k a challenge account, 100k whatever prop firm account, or even a 200k. We'll see. So watch out for that. But in the meantime, I need to see that I really have a good strategy. So I'll keep back testing it. I may not feel like I'm really ready. Then we will get into it. For now, I'm still streamlining this strategy. I think it's really good. I'm only trading an hour a day, right? Depending on what price does, if we trade above the 11 p.m. candle or below, and I think that's a good starting point for now. And then in future, maybe I could start trading 2-hour candles. Maybe time for the 6 a.m. be here at 7 a.m. just to see how that works. But I just like the dynamics of this candle right now, because I'm looking at, we're either forming that daily high or the daily low, whatever, just, you know, and that's it. Not having too many elements to work with, just streamline that 1 hour candle. So we'll see how that goes. And for now, I just have to leave. Otherwise, I would have sat here to babysit this trade to see how it works, but I just have to leave the chat. So now I'm just gonna leave this running. Hopefully we can take out the high before the day close. If not, it's all good. It's a demo account, so whatever. So trader monitor, I love you, God loves you more, and I'll see you on Monday at 11 to 11:30 p.m. for the next trading session. And I'm out. Thank you so much.